Hello, hello, everyone. Today we are talking about the attention reset that keeps viewers watching. And so today we're going to be talking about how you get people to stay on your videos. And so this is really important if you're using YouTube or any type of video content to reach your audience. And so I want to ask you a question. What if you had the option of re-engaging your viewers every 8 seconds? Hi, joyous childbirth. Um, if you're catching me live, give me a hashtag live. If you're catching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. I'd love to see that you're here. And today I want to use the example of going to someone's blog. And so when you're reading a blog, what you normally find is not only do they have paragraphs, a lot of times they'll have bullet points, they'll have headers, they'll have pictures, they may even have a place to click to go watch a video that's about the same topic as the blog. But the point is they break it up. Same thing if you look at someone's website. You should see breaks in their content. There's a reason that they do this. It's a way to visually reset the eye. If it just looks like one plain blank white page with a few things on it, whatever, you would get bored with it. You wouldn't be interested enough to keep going. And it's not something that we think of like consciously necessarily, but there is a piece to the fact that our brains need to not be looking at the same thing constantly, or we just get bored. Our brains get bored. And so this same idea is something you need to think about when it comes to your videos. And so if you're doing talking head style, which for those of you who don't know, that's like what you're looking at right now, where it's just me on the screen and I'm talking at the camera, that's called talking head style. If that is the type of content you are putting out, it means that you need to do things to make it have a little more variety. And so we're going to talk about that today, just like you would do on a website, just like you would do on a blog, just like you would do on anything else. You see it on television shows all the time. They don't just stay in one camera angle. They go from other angles. They zoom in. They go to another place. There's a reason they do this. This is what works for the human brain. And so as much as possible, you have to be remembering this when you are recording and when you are editing. And so our goal is to make it as easy as possible to edit. And one of the ways you can do that is by thinking about this before you record and during recording. So the very first thing I want you to think about is that we're looking for a visual shift every 8 to 12 seconds. Now, this is not a hard set in stone number. I'm talking specifically for someone that's doing a talking head video. This is not a 100% proven number of seconds. Like if you did 20 seconds, is it going to break the world? No. If you did 6 seconds, is it going to break the world? No. But this is a good ballpark idea of what you should be doing. Essentially, if there's a break in what you're talking about, that's a good place to put some type of visual shift. We're going to talk about what those could be in just a moment. You can use gestures. So like you see how I use big hand gestures? That's part of my style. Like that's just who I am as a person. But it does make it so that the screen is not exactly the same. Because if I put my hands down, then you're literally looking at the exact same thing all the time. So adding hand gestures is actually a really, really good way to make it so that the scene is changing a little bit. Another thing that you can do is you can use props. So in a lot of my videos, I have signs. I don't actually have one by me right now. I should have gotten one, but I have signs that I'll hold up. Or if I'm talking about a book, I might hold the book up. So a prop of some kind, if you want to see my cool new robot that I got, can change the view as well. And that can help you keep the viewer's attention, okay? So anything like that, where you can have a prop, you're gonna need these things during recording. This is not something you're doing after recording, okay? You have to be thinking about this. You can also do angle changes, and this can again be done during recording. So if, for example, I did this, because I'm about to say something really important, do you see how I managed to zoom in without having to actually edit anything? All I did was get closer to the camera. Then I could lean back, and now I'm further away. And this changes again what you're looking at. So some of these things that are often done in editing, you can actually do during recording so that you don't have to do the editing later. So this is one of the biggest things that I want you to focus on today is how can you make it so that things look different in your videos as you're recording so that you don't have to spend as much time on editing after the fact. Not to say that you shouldn't edit your videos, you 100% should, but there are ways to make it so you don't have to spend as much time there. Another thing you can do is so those are all things you can do during editing. Things like holding up a sign, or if you use a tool like StreamYard, or a lot of video recording tools let you do this, you can actually have like a sign pop up. Like for example, I'm on Zoom and I'm going to share a picture right now. And if I turn my picture off, all you see is the thumbnail to this video. And you can do things like this no matter what software you're using to start putting in visual elements in addition to you during recording. And if you do that, you then don't have to do it during editing. So which one is faster, which one is better? There's no 100% answer. But thinking about these things can help you have it turn out better for yourself, and you can find what works best for you. There are certain things that I record that I would much rather have the props and have the screens and everything ready to go in advance. And there are other things that I would rather just go and then have either edit myself or give to a video editor and let them add it afterwards. There isn't one right way. You just have to be willing to recognize that there are lots of things that you can do. So if we're talking about editing, so post-processing, so after recording, you can add in zooms, but do it with your software instead of like leaning forward like I just showed you. You can add in text. So text is really good for recapping something that was really important. So for example, if I was going to edit this video, I might put in this blank space right here the list of things that I just told you you could do, like quick zooms, text, stickers, GIFs, gestures, props, angles. I could list all those out right here and it would make it really, really easy for the viewers to know what all the things were. And then even better, you could put a little icon right here that says screenshot this. And guess what they end up with? They end up with a screenshot with all the information that they need from your video in like a second. And this is a really good way to get people interested in coming back and watching your content because they know that you're going to give it to them in a way that is easy to understand and easy to remember. So quick zooms, text, stickers, GIFs, and then sound effects are really big right now. So things like pop, the text pops up and it makes a popping sound, or you show the picture on the screen and at the same time as the picture shows up, you hear a sound. Boom, right? Whatever. That was not a very good boom, but you get the idea. And so all of these things are going to add that additional element to keep the brain of your viewer paying attention. So what I want you to do now, if you are catching us live or on the replay, tell me one of the things I said that you could do. It can be after you're done recording or during recording. Tell me one thing that you can do in your videos to make it more interesting for the viewer. I'm going to give you just a second to do that. And I'm switching over to my spin the wheel so that we can get our winner. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Elise Michelle, and I am a business strategist, a business coach. I believe very heavily that YouTube is the place to be if you want to have something that will grow your business not only today, but tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, and years from now. And that is my main focus when I'm helping business owners. That being said, I also have a lot of experience in a lot of other areas, affiliates and hiring VAs and just running business in general. I'm very tech savvy. I work with really, really big companies that pay me thousands of dollars to set up the back ends of their businesses. So I do analytics, I do automations, I do websites, I do all of those things. So my focus on this channel is typically around YouTube, but you'll notice if you go and look at my videos, I have lots of topics that I talk about so I can help with a lot of things. And every year, in my birthday month, which is November, which is right now, I do something special to help as many people as possible. And so this year, what I decided to do was to do a training every single day, 15 minutes or less, that could actually help you take steps forward in your business. If you've missed any of them, I highly recommend you go back and watch them. Some of them are maybe not as useful and some of them are maybe more useful, but some of them are really, really good tips that you can use to help you in your business today. And so go back and watch all those videos, comment and tell me what you thought and if you had any questions. When I get questions, I typically make a video to answer the questions. So I highly recommend you submit your questions so that I can answer them for you because it helps you get answers and it helps me have great content for my channel. Pick up a book or object. Yes, using props. Good job. Love it when you guys engage back with me. Okay, so doing the trainings. Today is the last day for the trainings. Isn't that so freaking sad? I have to decide what I want to do after this. I always get this high after doing November. So today is the last day of the trainings, but it is the first day of my big sale. So you can actually you can join me every single week in the Video Biz cohort and get help for your business in any of those areas that I talked about, and probably more, because if you ask me a question that I somehow don't know the answer to, I have enough resources to find you the answer. You can join us every single week in the Video Biz cohort. lowest price that you will see until November of 2026. It is $166 a month. There is no contract, so you can come for 1 month, and if you hate it, don't come back. Tell me you want to cancel. You don't have to come back. Um, so $166 a month. You can come every single week. We have a 2-hour call. It's a Q&A style call, so you can come in and ask your questions. You can listen to other people ask their questions and get answers to what you need help with. If you want to use go high level access is included in that. And I will set up part of your systems for you so that you don't have to know how to do a darn thing. And you can come to those calls and get help with that as well. We also do a monthly training and a monthly challenge to help you move ahead in your business in the spaces that I've seen consistently that business owners struggle. Because my job is to help you get the business side pinned down so that you can do the thing that you actually love, whatever that is in your particular case. So that's what's going on. And today, in like a second and a half, I'm going to spin the wheel, and one lucky person is going to get the Video Biz cohort for an entire year for free. And then if you unfortunately are not the person who wins, you can go and get the sale price, $166 a month. We would love to have you join us. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat. You can email me at elise@myscheduledbiz.com. You can drop a comment on this video. Whatever you have, ask away. You have until the 30th of November at midnight to, I guess technically it would be the 30th of November at 11:59 p.m. Central Time to join us in the cohort. And I really hope that you'll take advantage of the sale. Like I said, this price will not come back. In fact, it may not even be this low when we do it in November of 2026. Without further ado, let me share my screen, make sure sound is on so you can hear all the cool noises my screen is going to make. Okay. I am pretty sure, yes, you can see the spin the wheel. Awesome. So all I'm going to do, so for those of you who don't know, this is Wheel of Names. This is the one that I have used for years. I highly recommend it. I don't pay for it. It is free, and you can use this for anything that you want. You can see all of the names are on the little spinny wheel doer thing. What's going to happen is I'm going to click. It's going to make some noises, and then we're going to see who the big winner is. And I will reach out to you by email because I have your email from when you did the giveaway entries to let you know that you are the winner in case you don't happen to be watching. You will have 2 days to let me know that you want to take advantage of the offer to join me for an entire year for free. If you do not reply within those 2 days, I will draw another winners because somebody has to win. The whole point of this is I want to have someone come in that I can help for an entire year and see how far we can get you. So those of you who believe in prayer, send up a prayer if you want to win. If you believe in luck, cross your fingers. Whatever your things are, it's about to happen. Here we go. Zoom is just going to filter out a drum roll, so I'm not even going to bother. But here is the spin. See who our big winner is? Eileen Kling, you are our big winner. We will be so happy to have you join us in the Video Biz cohort for the next year. If you are not the winner, I am so very, very sorry. But I will send you an email and I will give you some other offer, which I haven't actually decided what that's going to be yet. I had a few things in mind and I'm still kind of narrowing it down. So even if you are not Eileen, you should be checking your email because I'm going to be sending you something special in your email, probably on Monday, because it's Black Friday. Come on, I'm spending time with my family. I appreciate you guys showing up at 4:30 every day with me this month, no matter how many days you made it. I appreciate you coming. And I hope that you will consider joining us. And if not, you will take advantage of whatever special offer I sent you that is like beyond for participating. And I look forward to seeing you all again in the future. If you have any questions, you can drop those in the chat. And I'm not sure when I'll be live again, so I will make an announcement at some point, and I hope you can join us next time. Thank you so much. I hope that you had an amazing Thanksgiving and enjoy the rest of the holiday season. I am so glad that we get to live our dreams together every single day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.